everybody. Welcome to FranchiseHelp.com. I'm Matt Wilson. I'm here with Greg George, Franchise Development at V's Barbershop. Greg, thanks for coming by.
Yeah, man, great. Good to speak with you.
Hey, no problem. So I really want to dive into V's Barbershop as an interesting concept here. And basically, you're having the old nostalgia of the barbershop where, you get your clean shit, you get your tooth shined, all that kind of stuff. That's all, you can get that in this it's almost just an old school feel of V's Barbershop. But can you explain the concept to the people who've never actually been to one?
Absolutely, Matt. V's is, in fact, very unique, and it's definitely very old school. And there's a lot of concepts out there in franchising, in particular in the barbershop and beauty business. And V's it's a different concept, and it's different because it's a barbershop.
Okay.
Yeah, Matt, I know you're a little younger than I am, but back in the day, most guys my age, their father took them to a barbershop, and they got a man barber. The place had a certain smell to it. When you walked out of there, you felt good, and it was an experience. And that's what V's is. It's an experience. Our tagline is it's a guy thing. And what we do at V's is we cut hair. We cut men and boys' hair.
There you go.
We trim mustaches and beards. We give facials and facial massages. We give straight edge razor shaves, which are nice sometimes. And also, we shine shoes.
Now, wait a second. You said facials. Facials for a man?
Yeah, facial massages for a man. That's right.
Okay.
And so we give facial and facial massages. We straight edge razor shaves, shine shoes, trim mustaches and beards. Our customers are men, boys, and of course, mothers of boys.
Exactly. Yeah, your mom has to bring you into the barbershop, of course. So, but why wouldn't someone just go out and start their own, their own barbershop? What's the, why buy into the franchise model?
That question's a great question, Matt, and I've had several people ask me that. A lot of people can probably go out and start their own barbershop. The problem is, typically, barbers are not businessmen. They're barbers.
Okay.
And they're not marketers. They're communicators, but they're not necessarily marketers. And most of the people that contact me, they are not barbers. They're business people.
So you don't have to be a barber to buy into V's.
Most of our franchisees are not barbers. You do not need to know how to cut hair to own and operate a V's Barbershop.
Okay, and then but where do you find the barbers? You just put an ad in the newspaper, barbers needed?
That's a great question, Matt. I'll give you an example. We recently opened up a store in Houston, Texas.
Okay.
And when we go into a region or an area, we have access to who all the barbers are in that region and area. And what we've created a marketing piece that we send out several weeks prior to the grand opening of the V's, and we send it to all the barbers. We show them what our barbershop looks like. They see pictures of our barbers all dressed alike. They see the plasma screen TVs in front of every barber chair. They see the barber chair that looks like a king should be sitting in it. They see the authentic sports memorabilia on the walls. And let me stop a minute and tell you, V's is different from all the others because it's authentic. This isn't a cookie cutter, there's flags at every stall that all look alike, or it's not cheesy with maybe women, wearing loose clothing, cutting hair. It's not a fad kind of a thing. It's authentic, it's classy, but most important is the experience that the men and boys have. They know that they're going to get a great haircut, a shoe shine, a shave. Mothers in particularly like taking their sons to V's because they know the quality of service.
So you have you have these big king chairs, and they boost you up. Where does the franchisee get the chairs from? The memorabilia on the walls? I mean, if you put one in New York, are they're not just going to put up any old teams. I mean, people are going to want to walk in and see the Yankees and the Giants and the Jets.
Absolutely. That's another great question, Matt. And the bottom line is we've got all that figured out for our franchisees at V's because we've gone through it. We've been in business over 11 years now. We put together a lot of locations, and we know what a pain in the rear that can be trying to worry about where do I get my cabinetry, where do I get the memorabilia, the barber chairs, the accessories.
Right.
It's all turnkey with V's, and we don't make any money on that. It's just a service we provide. We find your real estate. We negotiate your lease. We hire a law firm to negotiate your lease.
In your local area?
Absolutely. We have the cabinet makers that we've got relationships with. We know where to bring in the barber chairs, the plasma screen TVs. It's all packaged. You literally, I mean, the truth of the matter is, once you invest the money in it, we work together to execute setting up the location. We have all the marketing strategy. For 10 years, we have been cutting edge on marketing, and today we're still cutting edge. We're also we're out there in social media with these as well. So
but I can still pick my teams to go on the wall, huh?
Absolutely.
Okay. So what makes you guys different? That's what I want to know.
Well, that's a another great question, and quite frankly I'll first use the old adage, you get what you pay for. With these, there's nothing cheap about our concept, from the cabinetry to the feel when you walk into the place. I'm not saying it's over the top, it's only for rich people, but the fact of the matter is the people that come to V's are medium to higher income customers. So the bottom line is, Matt, that what sets us apart from these other places it's the barbers. Our business is built around our barbers.
Okay.
People come to V's because we only hire professional barbers. Typically, when we go into a region, we get the best barbers because they make the most money with V's, and they bring their customer base with them to help get your business started. So we go out and find the best barbers, and that's what builds the business. The people want the service. The people want to be able to chat with their fellow barbers or fellow customers about sports. It's about chewing the fat. It's about talking, building relationships, and at V's you can do that.
Okay, that makes sense. So, all right, so say I'm a barber, right? And I want to I want to start cutting people's hair and go out on my own. I could do this for a couple $1,000s, get a real nice retail location, and start trimming hair. But what is the leg up that they're getting with these franchises? I mean, barbershops are proven across the country to work. I mean, they're pretty much recession-proof. People always need their haircuts.
That's right.
But why would I still need to know, why would I open up a V's barbershop as opposed to go out and do something else, just go out on my own?
Well, that's another great question. First of all, 90% of independent businesses close, 10% of franchise businesses close.
Okay.
Number two, we've been doing this for over 10 years now. Number three, the average barbershop may average $100,000 to $200,000 a year in sales. And a side note, I'm not making any financial claims here, but in our franchise disclosure documents, we share that we've had our stores averaged close to $600,000 a year in business. That's the difference between an independent and a brand.
And is that on your earnings disclaimer?
It is. That's what.
Okay.
That's why.
And that's all available on FranchiseHelp.com. Your FTD.
Well, no. Our FTD, Matt, is sent to the prospective franchisee once we speak with them. But the bottom line is, I don't want to focus so much on what the numbers are. I want to focus on track record. I want to focus on every V's looks alike as it relates to the barber chairs, the fixtures, the cabinetry. Our brand name now that we're expanding. This business started in Arizona, where we have 7 locations.
Okay.
But now we've expanded to California, Washington State, Texas, New Jersey, soon to be Missouri, and several other states. So now it's starting to catch on. People, I was just speaking with our founder about this a couple days ago. People, generally men, business people that are looking at franchise. I know women are, but men are who call us about this the most.
Sure, the nature of the business.
Right. They are going to a barbershop, either their wife's salon or Great Clips, and they're seeing how there might be 22 Fantastic Sams in their town.
Yeah.
And they're seeing the business opportunity, and in some way they stumble onto V's online, it seems. And they call us, and that's the type of people coming in an organization. They're not barbers, they're business people that don't want to be at a restaurant making sub sandwiches 7 days a week to make $60,000 a year. They want to be in a business where they don't have a whole lot of employees or a whole lot of inventory, and they want to be in a business they can be proud of. And with these, let's just say if you're a guy and you like to look good and you're involved in the community and you have contacts and you know how to run a business and manage 4 to 6 barbers and market your business to the community in grade school, in middle school, and high school, and college, and professionals, these is a great concept to look at, man.
I like it, Greg. I like it. Well, hey, thank you very much for sharing some of this insight. There's a lot of people out there who learn more about these, more about franchising. If you have one thing that you look for in franchisees when they come to the table, what is that differentiating factor in the actual franchisee themselves that say, you know what, this person is right for these?
Well, you just have to measure how they operate from the beginning when you make contact with them through the process, which, by the way, you can't buy a franchise by mistake. And
right.
With these, when we start talking to people on the phone, we're not in it to slam them in a franchise, man. It is a process. It takes several months to put a relationship together on both ends. So we're in no hurry like all these other franchise companies. My job as director of franchising is not to sell a franchise. It's to provide a prospective franchisee with the information so they can do their due diligence and see if these is an opportunity they want to pursue. And I enjoy doing it. And we're another company, Matt, just to elaborate, we don't bombard people with phone calls and send them a whole bunch of, matter of fact, we don't send any paper to our prospective franchisees. When people are interested in these, I will send them a killer 14-page electronic brochure to let them check it out and see if they're interested before we go any further. Then if they are, I put them together with our founder, Jim Valenzuela, myself, and we get to know them. And then the next step is we send them the information about our company. Then the next step is they fly out to Arizona and spend the day with Jim, meet with multiple franchisees, barbers, they get a haircut, they get a straight edge razor shave, they get to know us, and then we decide if we're a match. And if we do, we move forward, and then we go to the process of getting their location open. So
that's exactly right. I think it's a fantastic process.